Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Aquarius. So, Aquarius, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, Aquarius, it seems like you're opening up a spot or for somebody to enter your life, and I feel like you are in this selective process where it's almost like you're putting out this sign, that if people are interested in applying to work for you, to be with you, to be in relationship with you, that they're welcome to do so. It's like it's not a simple process for you, it seems, Aquarius, because it seems like you have a very high fence built around you. But it's like the reason why I want to emphasize that maybe you are opening this spot for somebody to get close to you, not necessarily in a work environment or to work for you, but as in like applying to be in an intimate proximity with you, in an intimate connection with you. Because it's like you're very careful with who you share your true nature or your true light or your essence. It's like you have been keeping that essence of yours, Aquarius, in a small cage, in a sense. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we're beginning your reading with the Sun card. And usually I would see the Sun as a very spontaneous, free-flowing, bright energy. So one that is unrestricted, undisturbed, unlimited. But for some reason, the way that I'm seeing this Sun card today is like each ray here is, when you peel off the skin of a banana, right? So this is how I'm seeing this. It's like the essence, the purity, the juice, in a sense, the fruit of who you are is being guarded by the skin, by the rays of the sun, by the skin of the banana. And it's like you are slowly peeling off each layer or each frame of this cage in order to, it's almost like in order to open up yourself in a way that, yes, you will be more exposed, yes, you will be more seen, because it's like this part of you, which feels like the essence of you, the truth of who you are. Now it's like, now you're still careful. You're not, that's the reason why I'm saying it's like this selection process where you're very mindful and you're very it's like there are criteria that you know exactly who really fits in this role or this place or this this opening that you're doing finally. It's like for people to see you like this as you are, it's like it has to be a very special person, in a sense, because your intention, Aquarius, seems to be collaboration, seems to be co-creation with the Three of Cups. So I feel like the way that I'm seeing this, it's like you are asking, it's like you're putting yourself out there saying, I'm ready to collaborate. I desire to collaborate. I open myself to be seen by people that have the same essence or the same brightness or the same truth to collaborate, to engage with me in a very truthful, genuine, authentic way. But it seems like it's not that easy. As I said, there are criteria, there are certain questions or certain traits or certain mindsets or beliefs that with the Nine of Swords you are very careful. It's like the way that I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, it's like each layer here, each ray here of the sun, that it's like you are actively peeling off so that your full brightness is seen, is exposed, and that is the signal that you're emitting so that others realize that you want to collaborate. It's almost like the more that you are protected by this skin or by this cage or however you want to see it, it's like you are in your own bubble. It's like you are living your authentic life, but in a very closed off, restricted environment, right? It's like you don't allow others to see that, or very few are allowed in. And so it seems like you are attempting, Aquarius, to open up and allow somebody new in. And it's like it's coming through as like somebody that has a new idea. So as I said, it could be, applying to work with you, applying to be your partner in any shape or form. But the essence here is that you are going to be seen in a very truthful manner, in a very open, vulnerable way, that for you, how much you are having to be brave, having to let your guard down to make way for this one to even have a chance to speak, to even get close to you. And so, yes, your desire, your intention is to collaborate, but it seems like you have a list of things to make sure or to confirm that this person that that is applying to be in your life, to work with you, that they have the traits or the ideas or the beliefs that are not scary to you, or are not going to make you close yourself into them, right? It's like what I feel like you want, your true desire, Aquarius, is that you can be fully yourself with whomever you accept to enter this realm of your intimate space. So at first, it's like you have to open up to whomever is applying, right? That's the sensation that I feel like. And then this person goes through kind of like a test, right? With the Six of Pentacles. And the only reason why I say that maybe this could be work related is because of the Six of Pentacles. Because if it was for the rest of the cards, I would say very much that this is more in terms of, a personal relationship, a personal connection, instead of a business partner or anything like that. But it could be just because of the Six of Pentacles, because this is it's almost like you're interviewing whomever is approaching you with a new idea, with a new point of view, with maybe just the interest of, if you put this sign that you wish to collaborate. So if people that have some of these traits are interested, then they should come for an interview. This is how I'm seeing these two cards, right? It's like somebody is entering this space of yours, this intimate environment, that you can be fully yourself, that you don't, that's the thing, it's like you don't expose this true self to anyone. Otherwise, it's like it's almost like maybe, okay, so I am reluctant to say this because I feel like it's not something that you do consciously. I feel like this is just an unconscious fear, but maybe you have some sort of fear of your own power, of your own light. It's like maybe you know how much you can affect people or your environment or the world with your light, but it's like you keep that inside a room, inside a restricted environment. And that's the reason why it's like your reading is tricky for me, because I don't understand that, Aquarius, to be honest, because it's like what are you afraid of if you shine so brightly, if you are this open and exposed? I don't have the answer, to be honest. But for some reason, what is being emphasized here is that you are peeling off this skin of yours so that you allow somebody, or the ones who feel drawn to collaborating with you, to approach you, to get closer to you, to enter this intimate space, which is very well guarded, I want to say, to interview them, to see how this could work out. It's almost like you want to have this interview or this chat so that you can get to know them and know their intentions, or know their belief systems, know their like how they would feel close to you, or how it's vice versa, right? How you would feel close to them and how they would feel close to you. So this is the exchange here. This is the first moment that you are feeling into this, right? How, it's because it's the Pentacles also. It's like there's something about being really in close proximity, like the two of you in a very small environment, so that you can feel who they are, right? And the reason why I say feel who they are is because the Five of Cups coming next, this card is coming, more and more often with this message of evaluating things by dropping into your heart space, to feel into it, to truly feel into what your body is picking up on the signals. So it's like if if your heart's desire is to co-create, is to collaborate, and you are being open and honest and vulnerable, to the point that you are peeling off the layers that were, keeping you inside, or keeping this light of yours in a, controlled environment. It seems like you feel like more and more, even though you are still fearful, it's like just because you don't know this person yet. And that's the reason why I feel like there is this selective process where you're not being impulsive at all. It's like you're being very, very careful, but still you are opening up. So the moment that you drop into your heart, after you are, face to face with them and in a very close proximity, I feel like there is this it's like what was coming up with the fear is very quickly replaced, in a sense, with interest and enthusiasm and desire and fireworks and everything that is like, you're eager to collaborate. With the Nine of Cups, and this Nine of Cups is exactly underneath the Nine of Swords. So you see there is this replacement of the fear of letting a stranger into your intimate space, to, after you get to know them, or after you interact with them in a more intimate way, and you go into your heart to feel into it, to really ask yourself or ask your heart, is it true what I'm feeling? What is this thing that I'm feeling in regards to this one? And whatever nature of the relationship is that you are opening this spot for, right, in your life, whether it is in your work life or your personal life, Aquarius. But here, this replacement, in a sense, it's talking about how you feel when they leave. Because you see how these swords are pointing upward and the hearts are pointing down. So this is the moment that there is apprehension. That's the right word. It's like there is apprehension it's not hesitation, because I feel like in a sense you are the one opening up the door for this one to enter, because you are the one putting up the sign, if you're interested in applying for a partnership, for a relationship, then come in, right? You're the one opening up the door in the first place. You don't know who is going to be interested in applying, but there is a candidate, right? There is a candidate that is taking this leap, and it's almost like they are also very brave in a sense, because it's like they it's like maybe they sense the protective shield that you have built around this, or maybe they're just so in awe with your brightness that maybe you've never shown, right? If this is somebody that you've known in another environment, in another context, it's like they have never seen you shine so brightly as you are now, because now you're opening the door for them to step into your intimate space. So they are seeing you, and maybe they are curious, they are interested in seeing how you are in a different context as well. So in a more it's like in a more close connection. And I say this with emphasizing the physical aspect of it, right? In one room, right? It's like face to face, or in the same environment that feels like you can. It's like the electricity is in the air, right? When you are with them, it's like when they step into the room or to your intimate space, it's like there's an instant knowing in you, I want to say, that feels like you have to quickly, it's almost like it's not guard back in, but it's like dropping into your heart feels like this safe space that it's like that you find your truth. And the moment that you're doing all of this, it's almost like this is happening physically, right? But there's a lot that is being processed emotionally in you the moment that this interview is occurring, and the moment that they go out of the room, or the moment that they leave this interview, because this is how I'm seeing the Nine of Cups. So it's like how you feel before they enter and how you feel after they leave. And I feel like it's a very different way, right? It's like there's a little bit of fear, there's a little bit of just being mindful, being very maybe even distant, right? It's like allowing them in, but being very skeptical, or being very protective still. But very quickly, because you sense them now in this proximity, which feels very different, and things change because you're dropping into your heart. So therefore you're seeking the truth of how your heart is feeling the interaction with this one, that is very fulfilling, that is very uplifting, that is very it's like there is no reason for you to be protective around this one, because it's like it's almost like they have passed the test, right? They have it's like they have checked all of your questions, or they have answered all of your questions, and the exchange felt fair, felt harmonious, felt natural, and just good overall. So the moment that they leave and that you close the door again, right? The Eight of Swords is just talking about how here it's like you put all of your swords aside, or in a sense you open this gap, right? So that they could step in. So it's like opening the door to them, but then the moment that they leave and you're left with this very good sensation of, wow, I should have done that before, or maybe, I didn't know that it would be that good. I was anticipating that it would be this very fearful experience of me letting my guards down and allowing somebody to see me who I am, and maybe having the unconscious belief that if you were shining your brightest light, then maybe you could blind the other, or maybe you would be intimidating to the other, but that's the opposite of how you feel really after they leave. It's like, and this is the processing, right? The Eight of Swords here is not talking about anything, you know, traditionally associated with this card. It's just talking about when you close the door and they leave the room. It's like they have no idea how you're feeling, or, you know, maybe they have a very, it's like a very small sensation themselves that this went in a very smooth way, but they don't know really how you feel, because this is something that only you can really know. And I feel like you need a moment, right, inside your own essence. It's like you allow somebody in your intimate space, and then you are assessing how you felt around them and how you were in their presence, right? And how they were with you also in this intimate setting. So the moment that you build back up again, right? It's like you pull all of the swords back up. It's like you are protected again by these swords, right? It's just like shutting off, you know, the world at large in a sense. But just to think things through, right? This is just talking about like, I need to process this. If this is, you know, a selection of swords, it's like you need to think things through. It's like you're being very thorough with how you let this one in, how you send the signal, how they applied, how they went in for this interview, and how they behaved, how you behaved around them. And all of that is like, there is a lot to be thought through, right? There's a lot that you need to feel into it. It's like the first impression in a sense was a very good one. It's just that now you need to be rational in a sense. That's how I'm sensing that you are ending this interview, right? It's like you were very impressed in a way that maybe you were surprised with how you felt, right, around them. But you need to think things through, right? It's like it's not going to be some emotional decision. I don't feel like it's like you're closing off again to, you know, retreat and think again. So this is where your first part of the reading ends, Aquarius. I am going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological rooms in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.